nice things about their other teams. They gotta hope that they don't get the wins. I wonder if it's possible though. I gotta take a look at the matchups to see who's playing against who. If they're playing up against someone like CDEC, that's a tough one because not only is that going to be a strong team, but if, for example, let's say if CDEC win, it doesn't really change the scoreboard at all.
Oh, I'm just like looking at the talk between the players. It's like a bit of encouragement. Obviously, you know, because all the pro players, they know each other already, and Sirius, I think they just kind of, some of them probably a bit disheartened at this point, and they're like, we've tried our best in this close qualifier. You're like what, 1-5.
Sometimes you just gotta try.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just not meant to be. All right, so
we gotta be positive.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Looks like Faith Pian's gonna be chased away from that rune. And actually, it's gonna be Team Sirius, which gets 3 bounty runes. So that's a good start. It's a pretty positive start.
Surprised EHOME didn't really contest the runes. I was kind of expecting them to try and go in at level 1. I actually think EHOME's level 1 is not that bad. It's not impressive, but I think they could have taken Sirius for at least another rune.
I think they're just focusing on like this. Obviously, you know, because you're an Enigma, you can't really contest the runes. You want to get that level 1 demonic conversion. So you basically get the creep wave in your favor, sort of. So that's 2 range creeps already denied in the bottom lane, which means that, you know, if you're whoever's in that bottom lane, not exactly doing too well. Never end. He's gonna be confident enough to walk up a bit. Just chill. But in July, off lane the Shrek.
Not so fun. Offlane Leshrac.
Yeah, so they actually left Sylar in the top lane alone to face off against the Sand King. If they give him a sentry, he should be pretty confident in like laning alone.
There's a lot of kill potential in that tri-lane for Sirius too. They've got plenty of lockdown. They also have these slows from Wyvern, and when she levels up Splinter Blast can also be quite a devastating spell if EHOME do get caught out. And if it's AA is very squishy. Very lucky that the Split Earth didn't connect.
I'm just gonna say right now, I want EHOME to win this game because I actually want to see 430 at TI. Can you imagine this is the year where all the classics come back? You've got Alliance Navi, the return of Ferrari 430. You couldn't have asked this better script, you know.
It's a good like idea. Maybe the whole idea of the old players being successful, maybe not so much.
Sometimes you need a bit of old school, you know.
Do we need some old school? I don't know.
Pity we couldn't have seen like Dendy make it to TI. But hey, Navi Alliance, I'll take it. That's the finals right there. You called it first.
I called. Excuse me, I didn't call anything. That was all on you.
Yeah, no, I'm calling it first, man. Like Navi, TI, and Alliance TI Grand Finals, and everyone will be
2024. All right, it's gonna happen 2024.
Not 2024. I'm talking about this year, man. This year's Grand Finals. It's
no, probably 2024. That's when the orgs will come back. 2024.
I mean, assuming Dota's still alive, we shall have to see.
We shall see.
Enigma coming from behind in the middle lane. ASD Sirius about to go down on that Meepo as they give him the VIP treatment from behind.
Gonna be Meepo down too. That's gonna slow down the laning stage for Meepo, and this is Storm Spirit. If you can pressure your lane opponent, especially someone like Meepo, if your Storm gets level 6, I have a feeling he has solo kill potential on that Meepo. If he plays his cards right, just doesn't go too overly aggressive, but looks for that opening where you go for that little weaker Meepo, especially if Meepo's jungling. That's something to take note when you're going up against a Meepo. If the supports can ward up the jungle and you can spot out which camps he's farming at, once you hit that level 6, maybe just try and go for a hit and run.
Yeah, so that's why you see they went for these dual pressure like push lineups on the side lane so that you could at least pressure towers. Meepo has the entire jungle to himself, and they are aiming to take at least a lane of frags by like 20-minute mark. Like, they want to do this very fast. Like Meepo comes online so fast, Storm Spirit may not have enough mana to like deal with it. So he needs to have a good game where they can like try to get these counter kills in the side lanes at least.
Yep. There's a tusk behind Meepo as well, so if they try to jump onto ASD, they shouldn't be able to grab that kill at all.
I think he's gonna stack bit, you know, help him out. See, you get, yeah, I think he gets the double stack. Did he
Yep,
miss
we'll
it?
get both.
I think he, oh no, he missed
Oh,
it
he
though,
missed
in
the- he
yeah,
missed
medium
it.
camp. Mr. Sirius happily farming away.
Any camp is worth a camp, I suppose, especially if you're playing that Meepo. So knowing that there's a Meepo on the other side, what is going to have to be that plan for EHOME? Are they just going to do the usual, which is farm up that Radiance on the Wraith King? Are they just going to try and apply their own pressure with this push? Or maybe they try and change up their build a little bit and go for something a little more aggressive, such as a Blink Dagger Rush on the Sand King?
Nah, I don't think you even need the Blink Dagger this game, to be honest. I think you just run into their face. This Wraith King, he is still gonna go into that Radiance build. He has the Phase Boots, Midas queued up. You only do that if you ever want to get the Radiance. I don't think you want to get other items, unless he gets the like the Midas, and then something else pops up. But oh, nice shard block. And you, why Innocence, will end up dead.
That is not a kill you want to give away. Sure, it's just ancient apparition, but in a tri-lane, don't want to be feeding into Sirius, especially with the amount of push potential these guys have. And this will leave Neverend exposed by himself, but as long as he just plays safely, he shouldn't really be dying. I'm quite surprised AA decided to play so aggressively with his positioning. He was super far forward, and especially when you're going up against a Tusk, if you go in these small enclosed areas, there's just so many opportunities to get ice shards off. Found him again.
Gonna be bumping, and I think AA is probably dead. Hold on, they missed the stun, but they're gonna run him down with the Diabolic Edict, and alright. Well, good day, sir, and he's also dead. Looks like this is the carry, paying for his support sins, but go to make the rotation work. July's dead, Firefly to follow, and Team Sirius helping EHOME out, giving them a slight push in the laning phase.
Yeah, if they didn't, they probably would have lost Neverend there. You don't want to be losing your offlane Wraith King if he's rushing that the Midas as well. So, great response from EHOME. They alleviate some of the pressure in the bottom lane, and look at that, the bottom lane is empty. Everyone's had to go back to heal up at a fountain, or just go back and rotate into other lanes. But this does open up mid lane from Meepo. That is the only thing that they're probably going to be worried about, is that ASD got some free farm when 430 left lane, although AA's here.
Vortex, he's gonna be frozen. Actually, they're bringing the other Meepo in, and it doesn't make a difference. He's definitely did one more right click on uphill miss. Can he get the next one? Balls for lightnings forward, and 430 gets a nice kill onto ASD.
Two birds with one stone, rotate down bottom, grab some kills, stop a gank, and also grab that Meepo mid. So 430, he's doing what he needs to do. He will be the main tempo controller for now, as Sand King actually gets taken down up top.
Leshrac is such a good counter. Yeah. It's such a good counter to Sand King, especially since, like, even if you sandstorm away, as long as you're not, like, there are no trees for you to hide into and stuff, you can just basically just run people down.
There's a push time now. Sylar with his bear and a Leshrac. Oh dear. When this stops, if this glyph goes down, heaven forbid we see this tower HP just going down. There we go. Okay, AA sitting in the tree lines. Is there going to be a response from EHOME? Looks like AA's just going to stick around. Doesn't want to show himself. Maybe they were thinking of defending, then they just realized don't do it.
If he shows himself, he's dead. He has a TP, so I think he's just trying to leech onto whatever EXP he can.
Maybe he was waiting for Faithbian as well to come back. Maybe they could have gotten something with Faithbian.
It's a level 2 stun and level 3 sandstorm. I'm not sure they have enough, but they can try. Vortex come in with a stun. Wow, oh my god, look at that damage. The magic amplification. I was wrong, they have more than enough damage. Magic wand's not gonna help.
Ooh, Winter Wyvern going down
another
as well
support.
down bottom. Well, didn't think it was gonna go this well for EHOME, but they're doing very well with these jumps. I thought AA wasn't gonna be able to do anything, but their coordination is on point with these rotations. They're grabbing kills. They're preventing the supports from being able to just have free roam here for Sirius. They are making them feel a little less confident, and now they're gonna try onto Sylar. Can they? No, I don't think so. We're gonna leave him for now.
Maybe if they had Epicenter, they could consider it, but I think they're just waiting for level 7 on Sand King, see what skill point he decides to go up into. Meanwhile, 430 is still trying to farm up that Kaya. He's decently farmed. He's second on the net with chart at the moment, just getting a casual stack. But this Meepo, man, he's actually rushing for the E-Blade, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You know what? I think it's fine. The E-Blade build, I've seen it a couple of times, and sometimes it can be very hit and miss. But if you can snowball with the E-Blade build, Meepo just takes absolute control of the game. Wherever he goes, just goes for E-Blade combo, can't do anything. If you look at EHOME, Enigma, very vulnerable to the E-Blade combo. Also, the Ancient Apparition, very vulnerable. If Storm Spirit has no mana, he is going to explode as well to that Meepo because Meepo Earthbinders. It's a pretty good spell.
Under attack.
Right, so, but is this an acceptable pace? Because right now
they want to play it fast, it seems, right?
Uh-huh.
Like they want to take towers, they want to push, they want to make sure that EHOME
Fight
don't have control to go for pickoffs.
Ooh, never end. Did here? He didn't have the ultimate. Could choose to decide to run the Ancient Apparition down. Midnight Pulse comes out, zips all the way in. 430 claims that one kill, and that's pretty easy. Look, he's getting the kills, racking them up. 3-0 and 2 at the moment on the Storm Spirit.
I wonder what the build is. So we're going for Kaya. Do you think it's going to be the Orchid early for 430, or will he just go for
I think Kaya
the
first.
Bloodstone? He'll go Kaya first, but after Kaya.
Kaya Orchid is going to be so... Yeah, I think it's very useful,
Kaya
especially
Orchid?
against Meepo. Oh, ASD stealing that Invisor away from Ancient Apparition. Sandstorm just trying to farm up. Looks like after he actually went with the Veil boots. He's going for the Blink Dagger next.
So we saw the beauty of this Veil in our previous game. It was with AA as well. Does it have the same value as this game though? Wraith King won't really be able to benefit from this outside of Wraithfire Blast and the Radiance when it comes up. Storm is fine. Storm does a lot of magical damage, but Enigma doesn't do quite as much. It's not the same bursty lineup like we saw in their last matchup.
Ooh, bottom lane, Inchlight getting a kill. It's not the same, but I think it just helps to boost up 2 heroes, which is more than enough. And of course the Sand King's own spells.
I have to check out if this pays off later on. Looks like Sand King by himself in lane. Faithian.
Snowball in, looking for the spells. They pop the dust, but ow! Faithian finds one. The mech keeping Faithian alive. Oh my god, the sustain is insane. Get away from the Midnight Pulse and EHOME. So janitor duty.
I can't believe it. They just didn't have the damage to kill off that Sand King. The mech, as you said, that one kept him alive.
Oh,
and the Veil? Dude, the Veil made the Sandstorm hit so ridiculously hard. Did you see how quickly the Leshrac was melting? And even the Winter Wyvern, their health was just...
I did. And at the moment, I actually want to point out that Sylar on this lone druid, he went for the Mask of Madness build, which means he has pretty nice sustain on this bear and higher chance of root. Looking for an Ice Blast.
He gets it, but the push is still going. They have TP'd in the Ancient Apparition in here though, so Y will have to do his best to try and push this bear back.
Sirius is about 300 gold off from his EV. It's only 12 minutes in.
I want to see the impact of that E-Blade. Is it going to be worth it? Because it's a big investment to go for E-Blade first. It doesn't really add to too much survivability for the Meepo. He can still get bursted down with all this reduced, with this amplified magical damage on EHOME. What makes this the item that he has to pick up? I wonder if he just decided, oh, I just feel like I want to try E-Blade Meepo today.
I think he just wants to nuke people down, because if he can capitalize on just nuking down, say, the Enigma, the Sand King, the AA, and of course the Storm doesn't have mana, he can just destroy the Storm Spirit so quickly. But anyways, smoke gank up from EHOME. The scan's already been used, so they know that there's a potential gank coming in. They might try to set up
Tusk?
Sirius. Snowball maybe? Yep. Who will he be trying to snowball to? The Ancient Apparition, but that's one dead Tuskar anyways. Force punch into the air. Nice shard block. Oh, but dies to the cold feet.
Ooh, Sylar. scouting things out with Bear. Looked like he was evaluating to see if maybe they could have gone in to try and grab a kill on the retreat, but just Sylar by himself. Don't necessarily have any real potential to kill with the Bear, I guess, with the Mask of Madness. If you're in a team fight, Mask of Madness on the Bear, you're gonna lose a lot of health, especially when they starts taking that magical damage.
Well, Sylar, Midas, he's actually very fast. I'm surprised at how well he's keeping up with the Meepo. Kinda.
Oh, this is Sylar's signature hero.
It
He
is.
knows how to play Lane Druid.
Since the LGD days. Alright, so Storm Spirit's actually going for BKB next.
I'm getting a second weakness.
Interesting, that's very defensive for a Storm Spirit. So, BKB's second pick. Is he just scared of maybe getting hit by the Meepo Earthbind or the Savage Roll?
I think it's both, because there's a lot of way to lock the Storm Spirit down.
Oh,
Zipping all the way in.
baited out the roll.
I think they want to try and fight. They still have Black Hole. They're going to be fighting for the 15-minute rune. Barrier Strike comes in. Getting the stun. 430. Does he want to jump back in? They need to get the Ice Blast out. Does it land to anybody? Nice back going to be popped. You're going to try to dump the back line in July. Alright, so 430 using that regen rune to his maximum potential. They do get 2 kills. And there's a Black Hole. It's only going to be onto 1. And that'll be the Meepo, but that's more than enough. And they actually get the Meepo, so 430. And XinQ didn't even die. Firefly about to go down here. It's a double kill for 430. 4 heroes dead in EHOME. They walk away completely victorious, 100%. And never ends too happily. Farming a Sylar will, be farming away in the middle lane. Try to get that Radiance.
And while that fight was happening, Meepo even had the E-Blade, so I think that was just their one attempt to say, alright, I got my E-Blade, let's try and grab these kills. It backfired really badly though. I'm quite surprised they still committed because they saw the Storm Spirit. They should have known that there would have been reinforcements because they were also fighting right next to the Dire Shrine. So the TPs would have been able to come through for reinforcements, but for Sirius to make that play...
Barrier Strike. Oh my god.
Wow. Goodbye.
This guy is no chill, man.
I mean, he's not chill, he's dead. So...
He got chilled alright. AA, Ice Blast, that combo. That was the debut of the XinQ Blink Dagger, I believe. He's going his way towards the pipe now, which is going to help so much against the Meepo. Like, Meepo needs to be getting these solo pickups within the next minute, otherwise things are going to be a disaster. But it looks like he wants to go for the Blink Dagger first. Meepo, after all, does like shine in getting these pickoffs and snowballing real fast. That's what Meepo is meant to do. 200 gold off. Doesn't really have to rush, but...
Yeah, he's really good at solo pickoffs, but looking at how the fights have been happening, EHOME have been getting group ups and team fighting as a team. And you don't really want that if you're a Meepo because there's going to be a lot of AoE spread damage. Spreading out to all of your Meepos. A lot of people think that AoE is a solution to Meepo. It's just that. Just killing that one Meepo. You lock that one Meepo down and then that's it. You can't do anything about it.
Indeed. That's why, like, the common misconception that people have is like, oh, Meepo, pick Earthshaker, pick these AoE heroes. They don't realize that if you quickly nuke one Meepo down, all the Meepos die with them. It's not different separate heroes, it's one hero.
Yeah, like, I would say instead of AoE, you pick up something such as a Grimstrike, if you can get that tether off onto one Meepo and someone else, that's enough because you still get to hit 2 birds with 1 stone, but they're 2 separate heroes, not multiple Meepos.
Indeed. And actually, one thing I wanted to point out is that I'm surprised I didn't think about this because, they first picked the Winter Wyvern, and I guess EHOME should have kind of anticipated this.
You mean the Meepo pickup?
Yeah, the Meepo pickup.
I'm not sure. I guess maybe they just completely forgot Meepo was a thing.
Like that's a beautiful Winter's Curse onto 4 heroes, but where's the follow-up? Try for the Tusker, but here comes the blink in now, and poof, poof, poof. Can they kill the Meepo? But Faithbian and that Sandstorm just destroys, and that's 3 for 1. Going for the epicenter plane now, and there comes the blink in at Firefly. Wow, he saw that coming. Okay. Triple kill for Faithbian, but still. Let's Splinter Blast.
While that's all happening though, we got Sylar pushing in that bottom lane. If someone's not gonna TP, they're just gonna go for a 1-on-1 trade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No TPs?
Yeah, TP comes in now from the Wraith King. It's an Arcane Rune as well, so he has the stuns. Could use another.
He's committing.
Yeah, Sylar's like, I don't care. You know, I've got a
Dire's
bear.
bottom tower has
No
fallen.
deny either. Poor
Radiant's
Never
middle
End.
tower is
TB
under
didn't
attack.
protect the tower and the tower still goes down. What kind of king lets his kingdom fall?
The one that is made in China.
What?
Oh, it's like part of the art of war. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being racist here, man.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just... Yeah, I didn't say it. It's okay. I'm just gonna stop.
The tactical feat. There are like so many instances where, you know, before like you talk about the Trojan horse, the ploy of the empty city in the art of war. I love that stuff. Chinese history is always interesting regarding the way like strategic war. I guess Game of Thrones could have taken a few like tips from them.
Who knows? Maybe the next Game of Thrones could be based in Asia.
Oh, that's the dream, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the dream. Do you think it'd be... I mean, we'll have different elements of things to make the series interesting, I suppose. Western history and Asian history is a lot different.
Alright, so 20 minutes in and 22 to 7. EHOME.
Blade?
Wow, ASD does finds himself an ice cream. It's quite a hot day. I mean, it is summer in Shanghai right now.
Yeah, it's wait, what are they called? Snow cones. There we go. Snow cones are delicious.
Well, unless they're like Korean food, you can call like bingsu.
Oh, bingsu's bingsu's even better though.
It's so overly priced in Singapore though. Like they charge it for like 4 times the price here.
Wait, how much is it for bingsu?
Like
In
20
Singapore?
$20, which is like 60 ringgit.
Because I know there's a place I normally go to. Yeah, they charge about 15 to 20 ringgit. But it'll be a lot cheaper for you though. But it's delicious.
It is. Sorry chat, we know that we've kind of derived a bit with Dota.
Yeah, well, we might have to go back into Dota because we're looking at a really big gank train here for Sirius moving
Yep,
into
Faith
middle.
Yen about to walk into the trap and they get the stuns, the Warriors Punch, and 3-man Burst Strike. Alright, that's a nice Winter's Curse, but only into 1, keeping him alive just for now. But EHOME 430 trying to kill Sylar here, and of course there goes the Lone Druid. And EHOME looking for a bit more, 2 heroes already dead, zipping over into the pit to find him, and actually down goes Tuskar 430 with the double damage rune. And is this an open invitation to do Roshan? I think it is.
This might just be an open invitation for EHOME to maybe make it through to the playoffs tomorrow. Game's looking really good. 4K net worth lead. They're taking Roshan as well. 20 minutes in. They're up against E-Blade Nepo, which regretfully I have to say he's done pretty much nothing with his E-Blade. I think he's only gotten a couple of small kills, but minus that, he spent most of his time farming in the jungle, which if you pick up something like an E-Blade, you would have suspected the Meepo to at least put it to use and try and grab some small kills on the supports, maybe even use it on his teammates to try and keep his teammates alive.
I mean, isn't that why? I mean, I actually like the point you brought up because then it goes back to this thing like people thinking, you know, they always compare like, oh, I have higher KDA, but you know, it's not about how many kills you have, but which kills you have. It's all about finding the right kills at the right timing. That's all that matters in Dota, because you know, objectives is everything. You need to take the towers.
Yeah. And like going back onto the Meepo, you think about the E-Blade pickup. What does the E-Blade achieve for the team? Do they get any extra towers? Are they getting any map control with this? It's a very expensive item, and you're dedicating all this farm
Hold
to the
that thought.
Meepo.
Tuskar might get solo killed here by Neverend. The stun, the skeletons are chasing after him. It's the walking dead. Neverend will actually get that solo kill. I'm not sure what he was doing. Why Innocence over the top lane to get in July included to add to the list, and it's EHOME extending their gold lead.
7K net worth lead, 22 minutes in. It's huge. Some people might just think, oh, it's just 7K. But 23 minutes in, 7K net worth, that's, for some heroes, that's 2 to 3 items ahead. And items, especially in Dota, they have a lot more impact than a lot of people give them credit for. Even if it's small things, you know, if you just pick up things like mech, even Midases. Oh dear.
They wanted to catch him, but I guess the vortex range was just a little bit too far, and his teammates didn't really want to dive right in front of the enemy base.
Alright, so Sylar has picked up the Radiance on the Spirit Bear. He's going to be going for Assault Cuirass next. Is this just that pure split push bear? It seems like it.
He
He's
has
just
to
gone
split
for
push. He has to split push at this point. I like what he's been doing though. If you noticed, he's intentionally not letting the bear attack the creep wave even though he's in range to give them the illusion that he's not there and they can kind of just ignore the bear a little bit. Alright, so
Yeah,
EHOME,
that's
they
very
are
true.
smoked up. Look at that. 3-man smoke. They want to enter the Radiant jungle. Let's see
Oh,
if they
they're
can find
looking for
somebody.
Sylar.
Are they
He
though? They
is
could be looking for the
through.
meepo.
I'm looking for Meepo. They might find Sylar instead.
Radiant
Oh,
Tasty bear.
pings.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they saw him. Oh, Sylar. Where are the tips, man? We need to give him a tip.
Oh man, they say he's not worth the tips. Ooh, no matter where they are, oh, man, Sirius just keep getting caught no matter where they go. They're their own jungle, they're getting ganked, they go middle lane, they get ganked, going up top, they're getting ganked. Although they have some free space now after seeing Sylar die down
Radiant's
bottom.
tower is
But
under
your split
attack.
pusher dying. That's a pretty big deal because all of a sudden that lane pressure that you were applying is suddenly just gone. They've got top tower under control now, but look at the other two lanes. Middle's gonna start
Radiant's
pushing.
bottom
Bottom
tower
tower
has
is now
fallen.
finally down. There's some skeletons pushing as well. EHOME, if it just keeps going like this, the game is in the bag, without a doubt.
Oops. For some reason my camera was like frozen, sorry.
Radiant's
But,
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, actually I want to point out that Sirius at the moment, you know, you did say that is split push the only option they have. At this point I would have to say yes. Because if you notice the top lane has no tier 2s. And EHOME, they have to do what they gotta do, man. I mean, Sirius, ASD, walking in, might be able to find XinQ. I think he's found him. Oh, but immediate blink. Oh, dear, ASD, epicenter combo. Did he just bring his meepos in for the slaughter? And I think, yep, his one meepo is very dead. The black hole is gonna be committed. They break the Lincolns on the Enigma. How fat is this guy, XinQ? XinQ very much, says Tuskar with the Warrior's Punch. They get the Great Fire Blast. Down he goes, but here comes 430 into the party. Nice Vortex. Catches Meepo, and Sirius ASD dies. 75 seconds, no Meepo. And they're going to keep on chasing. Burst Strike onto Firefly, and they're going to swipe him out of the sky.
That Lincoln's just came in for the Enigma before the fight happened, so I don't think Sirius was expecting the E-Blade to bounce back. They were expecting to kill the Enigma earlier, but once they saw the Lincolns, they were probably thinking, guys, we need more spells, we need more damage, we gotta get rid of this Enigma. They had to overcommit for the Enigma, unfortunately, and we all know what that means. If you're overcommitting for an Enigma, he still has 4 other teammates behind him. And EHOME, absolute dominance of this game. I just don't see how Sirius are going to bring this game back. As much as they have all this push from the Meepo.
Oh my god, look at that. That
my
jump,
God.
and down goes Sylar for the count. And I don't know what he
This
can
might
do.
just be game.
Alright,
This looks
so
like game,
Aegis just
unfortunately.
expired. The creep wave is not yet pushing in. But with all the skeletons, I mean, there is no back to protection, never, and he's just going to work on the tier 3. There's nothing that Sirius can do. There's no Lone Druid, there's no Meepo. Meepo's up in 5, however, so maybe they can try to hold the base. But they need to make something work. They need something to work right now.
I don't think there's going to be anything that works right now. They're just not farmed enough. They don't have the right items to win these team fights. I think up until this point, every team
First
fight
strike
has
to
been
the back
gone the
end.
way of EHOME.
Zipping all the way in with the Manifest. They actually a nice snowball save, but it's only going to do so much. They delay the inevitable as 2 heroes end up dead. There's no buyback. GG called by Sirius. That was fast. 27 minutes in, 34-9, 19,000 gold lead.
Yeah, they couldn't take the beating. They had no solution.